The bear flag on Bitcoin continues to chop here and trade within. Amazing, because on Friday, we were trading substantially lower, and then it was rescued back inside of that pattern. Then over the weekend, we hit the high end, and now it's pulling back today. So amazing to follow this. Again, keep in mind that the power of this is right here. So again, you think about pattern formation as an entity, supernatural entity, whatever, but essentially its power comes from the high of the topping tail. If the high on the topping tail at approximately 123, 200 to 300, if you take that out, then this becomes a very bullish setup for a move up, probably north of 130. If it can't take out that high, then the topping tail, which is a bearish reversal signal that the bear flag has formed off of, then it holds its bearishness, and you would favor probability-wise a move to the downside.
Gareth Soloway dives into crypto and Bitcoin trends. We'll analyze market signals, price moves, trading strategies. Tune in to learn more.
Later this week, we'll get earnings from Microsoft. If Microsoft holds where it's currently trading, the odds will favor a pullback. Notice again this longer-term trend line where, again, same thing. Every time we've hit this line, it's been a major pullback in price. We double tapped it here, so we kissed it here, we pierced it here. The idea is if everything holds to history, and that's what technical analysis is, it's showing us the psychology of investors, then we should be due for a bigger correction off of this level here on Microsoft, potentially starting with earnings after the bell on Wednesday. Meta also has earnings after the bell on Wednesday, folks. This is a chart that has hit double top, so that is a key resistance level there. And then what we're looking at here is, on a shorter term basis, the potential for a head and shoulders formation. And again, it's preliminary, meaning it's only just forming. But again, if we continue to kind of pull back near term, shoulder, head, shoulder, this would yield a move to the downside. We can do a measurement on the target should it trigger. You take the high of the head to the neckline. You would take that distance, and wherever it breaks along the neckline here, you map that out, and it gives us an approximate $635 target. Now, again, on earnings, we'll have to see. Maybe if it pops on earnings, it negates the head and shoulders. You can negate a head and shoulders and the power that it has by taking out the high of the head. So essentially, that head is monumental at around 750. If price trades above that, it would negate the head and shoulders pattern.
Solana shrugged off its bearish phase, rallying 28% over 3 weeks to about $190. Traders who once feared further downside now target $260. But key catalysts must align before bulls charge ahead. Futures and funding rates signal moderate optimism without excessive leverage. SOL's annualized funding rate sits at 16% per Levitas.ch data, showing long positions remain active but not overheated. Even so, Solana lagged other altcoins as Ethereum jumped 51% and XRP surged 41% in the same period, reflecting cautious big money positioning. Network activity holds the key to a sustained rally. As on-chain metrics gather momentum, ecosystem updates accelerate. Solana's transaction fees climbed 27% over 30 days, per Nansen Analytics, generating nearly $33 million in revenue, while total value locked reached $12 billion. Although usage still trails January highs by 85%, Solana outperformed competitors like BNB and Base in fee growth, highlighting growing adoption. Derivatives markets suggest the bear phase is over. 3-month futures now trade at a neutral 6% premium, a 5-month high, and failed breakouts above $200 did little to dent sentiment. Expectations for U.S. spot SOL ETFs, mirroring Ether's inflows, could unleash fresh institutional demand. With network metrics strengthening, ETF approvals on the horizon, momentum gathering pace, a push to $260 feels increasingly realistic.
Gold has broken lower here and continuing to trade a little bit lower today. As of now, this is looking to see if it can confirm a breakdown. As of now, we wouldn't confirm, but nonetheless, I'm going to keep an eye on this. And the idea is if we confirm the odds for a move down to at least here, former pivot high, pullback breakout, retrace right there. So that tells us there's support right there at 31.50 on gold. That would be first target of support. If we were to get through that, and obviously there's no guarantees that we get through that, but if we did, you would do your parallel channel down here, and that would give you your secondary target around 3,050 to 60 on gold. But right now, I'm not going to worry about second target. We haven't even confirmed a breakdown yet. Silver. I've talked about how silver, again, has this longer-term upsloping major trend line. As of now, this is still the line to beat. Impressive. Here it hit, reversed, it re-hit again, and now we've had another pullback on silver. I like silver mid to long term, but the chart is always in charge. Remember that, and therefore resistance is still key here. So again, this 39.30, 39.20 area, essentially you need to get above this and confirm, and then I think it goes into the mid 40s, even possibly retesting that $48 to $50 level. But until then, respect the line, guys. Respect the key resistance. Pullback, where would first support be on a pullback on silver? You would go to your former kind of consolidation area here, right around 37.20 to 37.15.
A cryptocurrency investor recently suffered a devastating loss when she followed what seemed like a convenient deal on JD.com and ended up losing 4.35 BTC, about $520,000, thanks to a preloaded hardware wallet scam. After withdrawing her Bitcoin holdings from OKX in transfers on July 26, she moved the funds into what appeared to be an M token wallet. When she checked her balance days later, it had drained to zero, and she discovered through the wallet's transaction history that a malicious actor had siphoned off every Satoshi. Slowmiss warns this scam tricks users who skip setup and trust uninitialized wallets. By preloading devices with known seed phrases, scammers keep master keys to any coin stored without fresh credentials. To protect your funds, always buy hardware wallets directly from the manufacturer's official website and avoid third-party marketplaces, even if prices look too good to pass up. The moment you open a new device, reset and initialize it so you can create your own fresh seed phrase, rather than relying on one provided. Test unfamiliar wallets by transferring a small amount first to confirm they function correctly. Above all, take time to learn how hardware wallets work so you can spot suspicious behavior and keep your crypto safe. Stay vigilant and always be cautious, people. If you have been watching so far, thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoinzilla for daily news, all for free. That's all for today's video. Until next time.